Welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. Last time, we went over all of the shops on Harv's Island, so this time, we're going to go over several miscellaneous topics from the 2.0 update, starting with talking to Harv again. So there actually is a conversation once you finish all of the shops. Hey there, welcome back to Harv's Island, or is it technically an archipelago? A Harvipelago. The studio's open now, so feel free to get in there and take some pictures anytime you like, bud. Hey, got a question bouncing around in that noggin? Isn't our little co-op beautiful? It's hard to believe it's all done. My dream actually came true. I'm just pleased as punch that we've got such a vibrant market. I hope you get a chance to do some shopping while you're here. It all goes right back into the community. No worries if consuming isn't your thing either, just relax and have fun while you're here. There's something else I wanted to show off here. Sometimes, apparently it might be tied to seasons, which makes sense because we're in fall, Toimer will be replaced by someone else. Hello there, Mercy, but you're looking lively today. Here, have an acorn. So how can old Cornimer be of service today? Cornimer is basically Tornimer with an acorn mask. He would participate in specific events in past games, so it's kind of cool that both Tornimer and Cornimer can show up here and serve the same role. If you say so, Sprout. Horf. So that's all of what I wanted to show on Harv's Island. So yeah, as a reminder, stock for different shops rotates out weekly in a lot of cases, so like Red, Leaf, and Kix seem to rotate their stock out not every day, so it is a little bit slow unlocking everything, unless you time travel, of course. But again, it kind of makes it easier to actually unlock everything, because you don't have to check every day, unless you're trying to like customize furniture from recent Cyrus, which I have been, so I actually have been making a ton of trips back and forth. But in any case, let's head back to town. Next up, I wanted to go back to Resident Services, because we have our final home storage upgrade. Ah, Jonathan, hello. You have more storage in your home now, yes? Perfect for storing all sorts of furniture and things. By the way, I won't be able to expand your home storage any further. We've reached the limit. You, on the other hand, seem to have no limit. Not only did you pay back your entire home loan, but you've also expanded your potential storage to its maximum capacity. How amazing. That does feel like the word for it. And for you as well, Jonathan. Yes. Of course, Nook Inc. will always be here to support your housing needs. Let me know if there are any other concerns I can help you with, So yeah, we actually do have our house fully upgraded. I do wish there were more actual expansions to the room sizes instead of just storage upgrades, but it is cool to be able to store 5,000 items now. Also, I wanted to show this off. One new item you can find in the Nook shopping app is a truck. So for people who have like city-based towns, you can actually set up cars and trucks. I'm sure you could go to Cyrus and Reese and have these customized as well. So yeah, there are a ton of new items, and there's no way I can show them all off because of just how much was added. Again, it was about 9,000 items counting color variations of everything. I'm pleased to see residents taking part in group stretching. Yes. I hope you find them invigorating and fun. Please accept a small gift as a thank you for helping us build momentum. So when you participate in the group stretching activity 3 times, Nook will send you this. So let's open this up and see what it is. A Nook Ink leotard. So yeah, if we want to exercise in style, there we go. I also got the Roost Sable cookie recipe. This seems to be the only recipe from Brewster, as far as I can tell. The other items Brewster will give you are items like coffee beans, a coffee plant, a siphon, a coffee grinder, and finally a gyroid. And that takes about 51 days, apparently, of getting coffee in order to actually unlock that. By the way, I actually have a Nook Miles reward, so let's check what this is. This is for the cooking. I think I went over the description even though I didn't actually have the requirement yet. Also the stretching one. I want to say I read these out, but I actually don't quite remember. So yeah, with that, we have now unlocked at least the base criteria for every Nook Miles reward. Maybe I didn't read these, I actually don't remember. Just to be on the safe side, the health of our residents is a top priority, yes. So we're holding group stretching sessions in the plaza. I'll provide miles once per day for participating, and there will be a tape deck for music. I hope I see you there. Yeah, now that I read that out loud, I think I did read that. But again, just to be on the safe side. What was the other one? This one. Gathering ingredients and creating delicious treats is great fun, is it not? Yes, I do believe our chefs out there deserve miles for all the times they've prepared something delicious. So yeah, that should be all of them. Now it's just a matter of actually getting all of these, which will take a very long time because of some of these requirements. Specifically, yeah, like planting, a ton, like 50 different crops. That just feels a little bit unreasonable considering you could just plant a small amount and then harvest that periodically. You don't really need to plant constantly, but oh well. Something else that was discovered in this update through time traveling was what seems to be a new event. I'll probably time travel myself to get footage of it and insert it into the video, but apparently there's actually a Black Friday event, or Nook Friday technically. Basically the weekend that Black Friday would start, you can go to the shop and get a discount. I don't think that was actually announced, so that was kind of a surprise when people found out, oh yeah, there's technically a new event in the shop. Again, it's kind of a shame that the shop itself is not upgradable beyond the second level. Technically, the first level would be like the tent at the beginning of the game. And I do wish there was like a second level, especially now that there are so many furniture items. Having a greater stock per day would make it a lot easier to actually find all of the new furniture items. So yeah, even though this update was really good, there are definitely some areas where I wish it had gone further, specifically with like upgrades for shops. Adding in like a permanent shop for LaBelle would also be interesting. She could still do her plaza visits for the actual like mini game of meeting the fashion checks, but having her have a full-time shop would have been nice for some of the rarer clothing items. Also, having an extra level for like Gracie to have a shop like in the old games would have been nice. But again, overall, this update was still really good, and I can't really complain. I still feel like New Horizons isn't going to be my favorite Animal Crossing. That would either be New Leaf or potentially the original, probably. But I also really like Wild World. I want to say that with the latest updates, this game is like on par with Wild World, but I don't think it's as good as New Leaf, just because of the amount of content that was in the game before they even did the Welcome Amiibo update. Still, overall, this was a very welcome update, and I kind of wish they had gone further though. This being the final update is kind of a shame, but overall, I can't really complain. And we still haven't gone over the DLC yet. I am still planning to go over the DLC at some point, but I'm most likely going to take a short break from daily videos for a bit. To focus on some other projects for the end of the year, and also, I might do another video on my town, like a discussion video, or like a review, more likely a discussion video and a review, because the focus would be different. Basically, like a discussion video in a couple months to show off my town and what's changed in it, and maybe a review because I did go through all the other Animal Crossing games, so having my thoughts summarized in that format would be nice, just to have all the games covered that way. So another surprising aspect of this update was the addition of new KK Slider music. 12 new songs were added, which is a lot more than I would have expected. Hey, what's buzzin'? I'm putting on another show today before I hit the road again. I'm not taking requests right now, I just want to do my thing, let the music take me where it wants to be. I'll start taking song requests around 6 PM, come catch me then, you dig? I forgot to change the clock on the system, so whoops. Anyway, the new songs are Chill Wave, KK Bashment, KK Break, KK Chirinho, KK Dub, KK Fugue, KK Hop, KK Kume, KK Lovers, KK Polka, KK Robot Synth, and KK Slack Key. I do want to show off one of the new songs, so I am actually going to jump ahead to later in the day so we can actually hear one. It's now night, so let's try talking to KK again. So, you in the mood for a tune? Cool. Any requests? I can dial up an old favorite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling, and I'll groove on it. Alright, hit me with that deep cut. What's it called? Of the new songs, I think I'm most interested in KK Robot Synth. So let's pick that song. Typing in KK songs is always kind of difficult because they're very case sensitive, so there have definitely been times where I've missed like a period or something and I've gotten just one of the placeholder songs when you type in something that isn't a real song. So let's see if this works. Groovy. Then how about you cop a seat so I can get started? I've got a new jam for you today. Right on, I'm tuned up and ready to roll. Who's in the mood for a little KK Robot Synth? Right on, man. Why don't you give your pockets a glance? I slipped you a boot of the show. That was like unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. So another new feature in the update, at least I'm pretty sure it's a new feature, is how in the most Animal Crossing games, including this one, you can actually play most of these songs, like remixes of all these songs, through like record players or like CD players. Also, I saw people joking about this cover having a very Hatsune Miku vibe, a very Vocaloid vibe to it, and I can definitely see why. With the blue hair and everything. But in addition to just standard music players, there's also that's what the cookie looks like, by the way. There's also another way to actually listen to music. You can actually get recipes for music boxes. So you can actually play the KK songs through a music box, and they'll actually sound like they're being played on a music box. I actually haven't made this yet, but you can also get like a wooden music box as well. So I actually really like music boxes in video games. I like video game music played through a music box style, so I'm actually really happy about this. For certain house themes in particular, I can see this being really good theming, like for more mellow house designs. I think that would actually fit really well. So yeah, in general, I think the Animal Crossing New Horizons 2.0 update, at least so far, has definitely exceeded expectations. Again, there are a few things I wish had been added, but on the whole, I feel like this update and the DLC I've also heard has kind of breathed new life into this game. Because of how slow the updates were rolling out, it definitely lost momentum after a while, and even though I still think it's not quite at the level of past games, it definitely feels like a more complete experience. Even though it still felt like a relatively complete experience, it definitely lacked longevity, and that this update definitely added a lot of features that help with that, like the DLC and the new shops and everything. Again, I'll probably try to do like a one-off video where I just give a tour of my town in more detail, once it's kind of finished, like when it's how I want it to be, with different furniture items and maybe some layout changes. But yeah, in general, I have really enjoyed playing through New Leaf over the past, over a year actually, like year and a half. And when we return to the series, it will be with the Happy Home Paradise DLC. So with that being said, I think that's about it for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise.